Hey, church family, great to be with you again for another daily Devo. And today we are going to talk about Matthew chapter 11, verses 25 through 30. And this is where Jesus is calling us to Him. And one of the most important parts here, and I'm going to jump in here, kind of in the middle, I'm going to jump in at verse 28. Let me read this to you. Verse 28 starts and says, "Come to me, all of you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take up my yoke and learn from me, because I am lowly and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." I think this is so wonderful because Jesus is calling us to Him. Jesus is calling us not just to Him so He can lead us. You know, we used to have a saying in the Army, lead from the front. And it's a great saying. It's a great thing to lead by example. And it's exactly what Jesus does, but He kind of takes it to a new level. He says, I'm not only going to lead by example, I want to lead you from right next to you. And that's where He's talking about a yoke. See, a yoke was used for several things back then. A yoke was used to tie two oxen together so that they could work together. It strapped across their shoulders so that maybe they could pull something together. And it was teaming that did it. A yoke was also used negatively. It could have been used for prisoners. They would yoke prisoners together because, well, it was harder for them to escape wherever they were. But here, Jesus is talking about that yoke in a very positive way. He wants us to come to Him and be side by side. See, He wants to share in our burdens, in our stress, in our daily life, in whatever that is. He wants us to share joy. He wants us to share burdens. I don't know about you, but here lately, I've just had a rough month of just straight up busyness. Work has been busy. We've been pretty busy at church. We've had a lot of things going on. Family has been busy. Life has just been crazy busy. But knowing Jesus is right there with me through this, and He is not just with me. He wants me with Him. He's calling me to come to Him. You know, always here in the state of Alabama, there's a great thing that pastors could use. It's an example from college football. One of the hottest things in college football right now is the Colorado Buffaloes, coached by Deion Sanders. And some of you I know do not like Deion Sanders, but I heard something from him the other day that was quite interesting. Deion had a couple toes amputated off his left foot years ago. And he limps around and he struggles to walk sometimes and it really gets swollen. Well, there was a video of him where he had come back from a practice or a game or something. He was sitting in his office. He was talking to an assistant coach and he was pulling his shoe and his socks off and his feet just hurt and his toes hurt. And somebody asked him, "Hey, coach, are you okay?" And his response, his immediate response, without hesitation, without thinking about it, he said, "God's got me." And I just thought, wow, even in the stress, even in the hurt, even in the pain, even in the struggle, God's got him. Well, Coach Prime, if you will, said something that was really good, but it's meaningful to all of us. See, God's got us. Jesus has us. Jesus wants to walk with us all the way to heaven. We're here now, but we're going somewhere. See, we have eternal life. And Jesus not only wants us there, but He wants to go with us. He is yoked to us. He wants to share our burdens. He wants to share everything. And as we walk, we read the Word, we stay in the Word, and we learn what Jesus is trying to teach us. Man, what a wonderful thing if we can just stop in our busyness and go, God has us. Jesus has us. He is with me right now, and it's going to be okay. Hey, church family, I love you. It's always great to be with you. Great to see you. Hope to see you soon. Love you.